Oh, hey there. Elizabeth Scala here, opening a yogurt container. And I'm happy to report I can do it all by myself. So the other night I sat down to eat a snack of yogurt in the evening, and I noticed how you use two hands to open, this plastic top that's sealed well to protect the food. And no matter if you open it with your left hand or your right hand, you need two hands. You have to hold in one hand the container, even if it's on a counter or a table, you have to hold it steady, and then you have to use the other hand. I don't think that even if you put the yogurt on the table and just try to open it with one hand without keeping the other hand steady, that you'd actually be able to do it. So if you can, leave a comment, prove me wrong. My point being was I was doing this last evening or a couple evenings ago to get a little snack in before bed, healthy snack. And I was pleasantly surprised that I was able to open the yogurt packet. Now I've been able to open it for a couple weeks, even months now. But shortly after my elbow surgery, first of all, immediately after, my affected limb was all wrapped in a hard cast, and I really even had limited use of my fingers. But even when that was removed 10 days after surgery and my arm was free and just in a splint, I had weakness, I had pain, I had limited range of motion. And so even something as simple as opening a container of yogurt caused me difficulty. And I would have to, unfortunately, say, my husband's name is Drew, can you? And I was doing a lot of Drew, can you in the month after surgery, and then even a couple months after surgery, being that I had a lot of complications and a difficult road. That may not happen to you. But immediately after surgery, you're going to have to ask for help. The first day of occupational therapy, I was overwhelmed. There was a lot of frenzy and activity in the office where I was going for therapy, and it was kind of confusing to me as a new patient. And I had never been to therapy before. I had no idea what to expect. So the whole first day was a whirlwind. However, there was one sentence stated to me by the receptionist in that office that I will never forget. As I was leaving occupational therapy that first day, this woman said to me, well, Elizabeth, sure, the physical injury is one thing and the rehab is one thing, but the loss of independence, that's actually a bigger challenge to overcome itself. Her words rang so true to me because, as I just showed you, something as simple as opening a container of yogurt, which does require two hands unless you have a free, you rip it off and you make a mess with one hand, you will need a lot of help after surgery. As I mentioned, you would have a weakened arm, you will have physical pain, you'll have a limited ability, a lack of range of motion, like what you can actually get to. And so you're going to need assistance, you're going to need help. You just are. Now, maybe you're already used to asking for and receiving help, but someone like myself, and I'm sure many of you out there who pride themselves on being highly independent, highly able to do things by themselves, highly active, that loss of independence is a huge loss. Now, on the other hand, let's flip it to the positive. Sure, there will be a space of time where you will need help, and then you will get to celebrate those little wins. And I mean celebrate those little wins. As I said, this container, it was a couple nights ago, and as this recording is, it's happening in July, and my fracture of my arm happened in July a year ago. And yes, I've been able to open this container for a couple months now, but the other night, I don't know, it just struck me. It just hit me. I opened this and I was moved to tears. because you will get your independence back. You will be able to do things again. It just takes time. And people kept telling me that, but I did not want to hear it. It takes time to get better. And I wanted to rush things along. I wanted action fast. I wanted immediate results. I wanted my independence now. On the other hand, though, as I said, celebrate those steps of progress. Celebrate those times where you're able to do something that you couldn't do before because of your injury. So celebrate those little successes, and trust me, from experience, not those people that just say it to say it because that's their job or they're just being nice, from an actual patient who lost their independence and has been gaining it back over time, you absolutely will. You absolutely will get it back. And I am happy to chat with you and talk to you about how you're feeling and help you with these struggles, because it's difficult. It takes time. It will happen. So I just wanted to tell you, yes, the physical injury is painful. And yes, everything else that gets turned upside down in your life is traumatic and shocking. But losing that independence and needing help, it's a tough one to take. And so, gleefully cheer for yourself. There's other videos where I show you how to put your hair up or open a jar. I mean, lots of things that now I can do that I couldn't do before. Oh boy, I'm celebrating every single small win. So hopefully this is helpful. Sorry about the emotion. Definitely still celebrating those successes around here. And yeah, we'll leave it there. So check out this site. More videos, obviously, in this playlist. Visit me at my own website, which is elizabethscala.com, to read some blog posts, watch some other videos, learn about how I can work with you one-on-one. Yeah, questions, comments, leave them below. And thanks for tuning in. Make it a great day.